You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Monday. Did you have a good weekend? I always have a good weekend. That's because I owned a farm for 4 years and I had so much to do on the weekends. I was never not busy. And now I don't own a farm anymore, and I have nothing to do on the weekends, and it's awesome. Well, I do miss the animals. They were fun. Today, we'll talk about getting what you desire. Somehow, some way, with all the people in the world, how are you going to meet the people that can help you get what you want, and how do you help them help you? Help me help you kind of thing. It's Jerry Maguire-ish, right? We'll talk about that today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day for 16 years, almost. We are pushing very close to the end of our 16th season, the end of this year. I did start right at January 1st. Actually, there's 25 lost episodes before then. I don't know what was I thinking. My wife was in hospice at the time, and I thought, I'm going to do a daily boost podcast while my wife is in hospice. Now, I'm a positive, upbeat, motivating guy. I am. I can kind of work my thing through. I can just kind of deal with about anything. Couldn't deal with that. It wasn't a good idea. Anyway, aside from those episodes, it's been almost 16 years straight, and we're going to keep going strong here for a long time to come if all goes well. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Grateful to have you here today. My book I've been working on there in layout and pushing that forward, a little gratitude thing that I wrote. I hear the sale date is October 4th, and any day they're going to tell me how we sell it. So I'll tell you more about that as time goes on. On Monday, the thing that I always like to bring up first is, have you done your homework? It's a big question. It's not just a thing. It's a question. And here's why. If you will sit down and here's your homework, just ask yourself this question. How is my life going? The roles, the goals, everything in my life. How is my life going? In general, the big 30,000 foot look, how's it going? All the stuff is going great. Decide how you're going to keep it, because life will change. Change is the only constant in life. Whatever you have today that is great and fantastic, if you don't pay attention to it and nurture it, and hang on to it and defend it, it's going to change. So if you don't want to be surprised, Ask the question, how's my life going? And take the good stuff and make a few mental notes about how you're going to keep it going. The bad stuff. Yes, some of it's going to be bad. That's cool. Get it on a list. Just say, oh, accept it. Life is not good. I don't like this about it. It's fantastic. Now, what do you do with all that negative stuff? Now, a lot of people on shows like this will not talk about the bad stuff in life. But I don't know. Isn't the bad stuff we're trying to get through? And don't we have to deal with the bad stuff to get through? At least to acknowledge it and just pass it on? Yeah, we have to do that. So here's what you do with the bad stuff. When the bad stuff shows up, there's a list. It's like, wait a second, Scott, what am I going to do? Just decide it's going to be different. It's going to go away, and I'll figure out a way. Let your mind help you. But once you acknowledge it, that change has to happen, you won't be able to hold yourself back. That's the problem. But wait a second, Scott, what if I don't know what the bad stuff is? Oh, you do. Just ask any woman who got divorced and wants to meet a new man what she wanted her new man. Oh, she'll tell you everything, all the bad stuff she doesn't work right away. By the way, they've said that to me many times before. The only thing they really wanted was a man who would make them laugh. So let's talk about getting what you desire today. Not a day passes that you or somebody you know will say, how do I get that guy or that girl to help me get what I want? Because as Zig Ziglar said so long ago, everything that you want in this life is currently controlled or owned by somebody else. You're going to have to go through them to get what you want, depending on who they are. It's just the way things are these days, unless it's the metaverse. If you're in the metaverse, it's not all owned by anybody right now. Get yourself there's Oculus, is that what that is? Go into the metaverse, and but it's going fast. You better hurry. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Nonetheless, we need help from other people to get what we want. So persuading others is the key to getting what you want in life. Persuasion. I just lost half the audience. I don't persuade anybody. Yeah, you do. You're persuading people all day, every day to get what you want. All day, every day. To see it for what it is. It's not sales. It's just life. It is the key to getting what you want in life. So here's a big secret for you. All that persuading that I'm asking you to do, it's not about you at all. Not about you. Capital N-O-T. Not about you. Wait a second, Scott, but you said it's about for me getting what I desire. Uh-huh. But if you want to get somebody else's help, it can't be about you getting what you want. I get a lot of that, by the way. I get many, many requests every single day. And it's funny how people will immediately come and ask me to help them do something. And I'm like, what about me? What about me? At least be nice to me, something like that. What about me? And I don't say it in a bad way. It's just natural human response. You'll get what you want faster by focusing on how you can help other people solve their problem. We're going to climb the ladder of desire here. I don't know where I picked up that name a long time ago. Picked it up from somebody. Didn't make that up. The ladder of desire. So how does it work in getting what you want? So first thing, when you meet somebody who you think maybe this person can help you with some knowledge or an introduction or something you need to get what you want in life, most people go into a conversation where they just start, diarrhea of the mouth, as they say. They start lecturing. That's really low-level communication. And it rarely builds a real connection. Now, listen, I'm a guy that talks for a living. I'm a guy that talks by myself on a podcast every single day. Trust me, it's really hard for me not to meet you in a grocery store and suddenly just talk to you. And I usually, because the podcast is 9 minutes long and I've done like 5,000 of these podcasts, if you ask me a question in the middle of a grocery store, it's very difficult for me not to give you a 9-minute answer. But I have learned that doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work on the podcast. Just being honest. Most folks lecture other people. They step in the door and tell them, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. These are my dreams, blah, 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 blah. No connection being made whatsoever. Doesn't work. So what do we do next? Well, the next level, it's more practical. And that is to, yes, we've zipped our lips a little bit and we're maybe listening a little bit more and we're just kind of being more involved. But remember, the thing is, we want to help people here. We want to create some desire for them too, to help us. So a more practical solution is to show these other folks the way and explain to them how to solve their problem. So I always do that. When I'm talking to you in person at the grocery store, say, and it does happen every now and then, I'll talk to my wife and somebody say, I know that voice. Conversation begins. But one thing I know is I listen a little bit and I figure out, okay, they can maybe help me get what I want, but they've got some problems too. And maybe I can show them how to solve their problem and maybe show them how to get what they want. And that's cool. Actually, in my world as a influencer, I don't see myself as an influencer, but in the advertising world, they call me an influencer. My job is pretty much that. My job is to figure out how to help you get there and to give you some ways to do that and help you solve your problem. That's what I'm doing today, right? But is there a better way? Is there a more powerful way? Instead of lecturing people that I'm so good at, instead of just providing a practical solution and telling them how to do it and showing them how to get it done, is there a better way that can really knock it out of the ballpark and really make somebody like you? And it satisfies their desire. And in the end, will get them to work really hard to give you exactly what you want. The answer is yes, there is a way. It is the most powerful way. And that is to, well, just make their problems disappear. Once you know somebody else's problem, once you can figure that out, just offer to take care of it, to do what it takes. Just remove it, make it disappear. That's the top rung of this ladder of desire. Make that happen, you'll be their hero. And how could they not want you, help you get what you want? That is the top of the top of the top. It's the ultimate level in service when you just take care of stuff for people. Tell me it hasn't happened to you 1,000 times in your life. Somebody said, I got it, don't worry about it. Oh my God, it's so powerful. So if you really want other people to help you, you'll give a little bit back. Take care of some of their issues. Build some rapport there. Build some trust there. Get a little reciprocity going where you give something to them and they give something back to you. Just do that. It works so much better. All right, coming up tomorrow, more productivity. Yep. A week at a time. Kind of building on a show I did about a week ago of how to be stressless on your productivity. Tomorrow will increase your productivity. It'd be a good show. See you in the Facebook group. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. You'll find me there. And you'll find me here tomorrow on the Daily Boost.